Howdy, folks. Howdy, folks. Let's get the microphone sounding good. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Howdy, folks. Rage Crypt here, playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Why are we playing this game? Because I'm a trial lawyer in Australia, and I actually do this for a living. I go to court, I present cases to judges, I lead the evidence, I object to evidence led by my opponents. So I thought it might be fun to actually play this game to see how well it really reflects the real courtroom experience. I don't know how things work in Japan, but my goodness, things are a little bit different here than what they are in a courtroom in Australia. So I'll be jumping right into this in just a moment. One other thing I wanted to quickly say is that I love this shirt that I'm wearing. I got this from a company called Charles Tillett, and I love that I wouldn't wear this particular shirt to court because it's got a lot of featuring on it. You can't quite see it, but if I hold it up nice and close to the camera, you can see that imprinted on it, let's get that nice lined up, imprinted on it are little dashins. It's adorable. Anyway, Charles Tillett, give me some sponsorship, please. I will sponsor all of your shirts. I would gladly advertise them because I think they are wonderful. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a lovely day today. We're going to jump straight into this. Let's see how we go. Alright, so last time we played case number 1, I think it was called, which was called... What was it called? It was called something. It was called... I'm gonna have a quick look now to see what it was called. Going back through the VOD. It was called... The First Turnabout, which was an interesting case about a fellow that got prosecuted for murder, for murdering his lovely girlfriend. We got him off. Let's see how we go with case number 2. Turnabout Sisters. Investigation. Okay, so it seems as though we might be doing more than just appearing in court. We might be appearing on site as well and investigating things. Bring, bring. Beep. Just quickly, what are my buttons doing here? Because I remember last time I could see the case sheet or something like that, but I can't seem to see that now. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Huh? Mia and Maya? They're two... What? That's not going to get confusing at all. I love this game, like it's so bad that it's good. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. What? Sharp as always. Sorry for that. Just check that my mic's still working. Yep. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. What do you mean upcoming case, though? But that case is done, right? I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Oh, so some parent called their children Mia and Maya. Oh my god. Now, you know, I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working, that's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. No, this is the model version, right? But why is it evidence in a case? I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. What do you mean it might turn out that way? Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. I could go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. I'm on a bit of a diet myself. I'm trying to lose a bit of weight, so burgers are off the table for a little while. I'm sad. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting. Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded. Recorded? September 5, 9:27. I'm trying to think when the last case was. I can't remember. Anyway, Sep 5, 9:27 AM. September 5, 8:57 PM. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Okay, so it's just before the 9 PM meeting. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. What? I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. Actually, if you look at this carefully, it looks like the pot might be overturned. Oh no, that's a chair. I don't know what that little tuft of green is just there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho-ho, you are not cogniferous of my background. Cogniferous? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho-ho. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Jesus! Oh no! Farewell, Miss Faye. Oh no, Mia! Oh my god. Really? That ain't the same dude as before, is it? Red, white, blue. Red, white, blue? What red, white, blue? September 5, 9:08 PM. Oh, her sister's gonna come in and see this. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Oh my god. Blood. Mia, maybe she's in her office. I wanna go to the office, see if I can help her. That smell, blood. Sis. Someone's there. Oh no! Chief? 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 She looks rather dead. I probably should have examined, rather than racing to try and rescue her. Who are you? I think I just lost my opportunity to get some evidence. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. Is she dead? Her body was still warm. Oh no, I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Oh no, till finally she was cold. No! Oh my god, this is horrendous. Chief. Yes, I'm examining. Well, obviously the murder weapon. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic this became the murder weapon again. Okay, well, the body. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Oh. The thinker added to the court record. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added to the court record. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? The words written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Well, is that Maya? I assume it's Maya. Well, it says call the police, but like... there's stuff knocked over all over the place. No clues here. Shards of glass scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass nightstand. Large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. Nice luxurious place. Okay. What is this thing? No clues here. I mean, the chair's overturned. Chief's chair. A simple functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in too. I should go call the police, right? Oh, goodness, you can move stuff. The Fang Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the Chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. What is that? Anyway, there's the computer. Surprisingly, the Chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Okay. I mean, I guess we're... all the Chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Okay, well... perfectly normal office desk. The Chief had particular policy about office decor, spend big on the stuff your clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Okay. Looking. Is there anything else that's relevant apart from the phone? So obviously once we call the phone, that'll be the end of things. Looks like the body's not done. It's painful to look, but I have to, for Mia's sake. Hit with a blunt object, probably died instantly. Okay. Alright, well there's no more... it's not... oopsies. Okay, well we go to the phone. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Oh, her phone was tapped. Looks like someone's halfway through taking it apart. Police, please, come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Okay. Well... so I guess we go into the law office to see... that girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right on that sofa. Uh-oh. Hope she didn't run on me. There she is. Yipes. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Fey. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Yeah, it's her sister, dum-dum. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Let's see what she's got to say before I show her the piece of paper. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and Sis, so she was already dead. So you're the Chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence, yes. It was that clock. It was the thinker. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why? Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. Oh dear. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police. Okay, so we're not getting a chance to investigate anymore. That's a bummer. Right, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. Say, Gumshoe, what an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, say. I did a terrible job of investigating this. Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa, excuse me. Eek. This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer, I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Oh dear. I have not done this well at all. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention centre. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, detention centre visitors room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning, good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Just quickly. Oh, I can't. Okay. Oh, court record. That's what I'm looking for. The murder weapon. Glass shards. And the name. And that's all I got. Bloody hell, this is not good. Mia Faye. She's only 17. Dick Gumshoe, in charge of the initial investigation. Alright. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I mean... Let's see what she's got to say. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard what about me? What? Don't give me those eyes. Don't give me that look. I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. Aw, the only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait to give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. What? Harsh. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's fine. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. Oh. Well, there's nothing in this room that I can examine. There's no point in examining this room. Smile for the camera, exactly. There's literally nothing here. Except for this police officer. This guard monitors the visitors room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Yeah, well, there's literally... Well, and we can't move, so we just talk. There's There's something I've been wanting to ask you. What's with that outfit? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. People in religious training. What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. Alrighty. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. So you're an acolyte. Medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? Yeah. So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. Couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. I just want to have a look at something here. Little sister and a spirit medium in training, so that's updated now. Oh. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. This is all being recorded, by the way. Is this the place to have this conversation? Let's see, that morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence, yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker, the one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. Why would you record the conversation? So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Again, this shouldn't be on camera. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. I was wondering if I could ask you a favour. This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. You think you could go ask him to represent me? Yeah, fair. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? Oh, I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Oh, poor thing. Thank you. Trial's tomorrow. Tomorrow? 10 AM. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 PM this afternoon. Visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Bloody hell. Right, I'll be back. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. Well, I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Who are you talking to? Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold up to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the Thinker clock. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 AM. The lights were off. I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Alright. I guess we're getting out of here. I can't think of anything else to present to her, like... Alright, let's go. There's probably nothing left in the office that I can get to and see. And I don't want to waste the time According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Is this dude an Australian? Look at that. This looks like an Australian sitting like that. That looks like an Australian sitting under a tree. That hat and everything. Just saying. Examine, move. Let's have a quick look around. What have we got here? Table for clients. Elegant ebony case. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that light is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here has got money to burn. Okay, I'm curious about this picture. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Alright. Look, I don't think there's anything relevant here, so let's just head off to the law offices, see what I can find. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Oh, Jesus. Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. This guy's terrible. No, Phoenix Wright. How can anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the name wrong, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were? Well, that's Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe. Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. I did. Don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Well, I mean, I kinda am. What? Why does this look so different now? Everything's been fixed up. Sky's blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Mia's favourite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name so no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. Who was that? This isn't the same room. Mia's desk, perfectly clean. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Aww. Horrendous amount of legal books here. Scariest still is that Mia probably read all of these. Alright. About Miss Fay, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss. That doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report. That's all. Well, I'm entitled to it anyway. I'm the defense attorney. What the hell? Okay, time of death, 9 PM. Single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. Oh. I mean, that's a good thing, I guess? About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth, I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Nope. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Gifted prosecutor and a ruthless man who'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Well, apparently I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. What? All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. But this isn't the crime scene. Like... Can we not move to the other room where everything happened? Apparently not. Okay, hang on. What have we got here? I've got the murder weapon. Why have I got the murder weapon? This is so bad. Like... Okay, hang on a sec. Why don't I present the autopsy report? Oh, the phone. I need to present the thing and ask for the phone. I was wondering, did you see my FA's cell phone? Oh, that. I have that. Do you think you give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Something the matter? Oh, no. It's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Erk, you're trying to confuse me. What? Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems you didn't notice a recorded conversation. What? Okay. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. What? Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah. Miss April May. He's just giving it all away. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already, then? Aha! You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try and get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. This is so bad. Okay. Alright. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Why has she got her arms up like she's a kitten? Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Remember yourself, thank Detective Gunshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. What is this? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey, hey! What are you doing? No touching. Her eyes are all big and twitchy now. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. I mean... there's two glasses here as well. What is that picture? Come back to that in a moment. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fanco Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it'd be a little difficult to recognise a face from this distance, though. I'm more curious about... a bottle and two glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. What is this picture? Still seen painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. I'm still trying to work out what it is. Uh, well, we got a pot plant. Flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but it's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Well, before we go checking out the screwdriver, let's have a chat with her, because she's going to get all upset. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? He's doing a good job of, like, not leading the evidence. I like that. Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Someone's staying here with you. Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Alright. So, just who exactly are you? Well, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee, you know, you're cute when you blush. I think this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. Tee-hee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. Okay. This one is definitely in on it. Like, I'm gonna try and have another look at this. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Well, I think we got all we're gonna get from here. Oh wait, there's a bed. Simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. Well, I think we're done here. Just trying again, just in case she has something different to say. Nope. Okay, well, I think we're... Nah, she's not giving me anything. Alright, we're done here. Actually, hang on. Present is an option. What happens if I present this? Police witness, you understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness, I'm just like in the movies. I don't think I'm getting anything from her. I can try Grossberg again, but I don't like my chances. He's still out? Ahem! That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha, so, you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. Looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer, are you? Yes. What, they wear badges? I'm wearing a badge, but not for any particular reason. It's just got a pretty little rose on it. And what do you want? Not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. What do you mean you're not particularly busy these days? Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? Came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. What? Haha. I'm really quite busy here, son. Can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. How do you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway. I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What? What do I tell Maya? I don't trust this guy. I really don't trust this guy now. Solid mahogany desk, wood's been polished, da-da-da-da-da. Bookshelves, expensive looking books. Don't look like they've ever been read. Okay, well, I think we're kind of wasting our time here. Expensive potted plant. Probably the most expensive one available. Alright. Let's butter him up by talking about the painting. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The colour of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jesus. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me, why won't you take the case? Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, yes, of course, I know that. However, sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? Terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. Beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now, I've nothing more to discuss with you. What? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. You're a douchebag, and I don't like you. Is there anything in the court record that I want to show this guy? Maybe the autopsy report. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Well, you're a fucking douchebag. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't see the point in going to the law offices again. I've checked that out enough. Although I didn't get to have a good look around. Might try and have... Looks like Detective Gumshoe's gone home. Please still keep him some busy. Not his time to talk to me. Guess I'll head out. Well, we've already checked everything out here, right? Okay, well there's nothing more here. Well, I guess I'm going to... the detention centre. Oh dear, 3:42 PM. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Yeah, well... Well, see. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? He refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Well, no. I'm here. Still on camera. Still a security guard. Okay. Let's have a chat with you. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. So she could still be alive. Women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes. I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. Made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought... You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughing stock of the nation. White. Excuse me, White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Wasn't something said about red, white, and blue? Just a little longer now, before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. I should represent her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you, whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... Yeah, I don't want to abandon her. You aren't the culprit, someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. There's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behaviour. Was that all an act? And the way that lawyer helped to refuse out Maya. Yeah, clearly been threatened. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for those people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. She looks like... Oh. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer, she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. I'm really curious, though, about the Thinker. I'd like to ask her about that. I wanted to ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. No, now's not the time. I saw that too. They said they thought these were pieces of a broken light stand. I'd never heard of a glass light stand before this. What? Let's listen to the call. I got your first cell phone back. Can I listen to my sister's voice? Okay, let's do it. Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Alright. Hang on. Has she got anything else to say? No. Alright. Let's go... What, back to the hotel? What are we going to get from here? Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Okay. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the facilities. No need of anything. I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop about a bit. I almost forgot. Hang on a sec. Gah, you came back quick, but I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name, my sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Well, we're definitely examining what the fuck this thing is. Screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap! What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Got it. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there. Time to scram. Look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Save your progress? Yes, please. Overwrite? Oh. You know what? I'm going to save it as a separate thing, just in case I want to go back one day and try and see if I can do things differently. Okay. Well, we've saved it. September 7, 10 AM, District Court. Courtroom number 1. Court now in session for the trial of Ms. Maya Fay. It's the same judge as last time. Prosecution is ready, Your Honour. Defence is ready, Your Honour. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honour. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. Prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honour. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin. If we may call our first witness, Your Honour. Prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. So if we'd gotten there a bit sooner, she might have been okay. The murder weapon... But no, it wasn't loss of blood. It was instantaneous. Murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. Like, that's actually wrong. Anyway. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had heard hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Ms. Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fay. Why, we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Ms. Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honour. I did. Contradiction. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. I mean, there's the bloody autopsy report. Okay, so what that's showing is what the view from outside can actually see, which indicates that they wouldn't have been able to see, like, what was going on the left and why that's all smashed. Interesting. I probably should have listened to that sooner. What's up? You haven't called in a while? Yeah. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. What is it this time? Clock, thinker, papers. See you tonight at 9. Okay. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Oh dear. Let's give this a try. Getting the witness to repeat their evidence. Terrible idea. No, Your Honour. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Ms. Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fay. Why, we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Ms. Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. Hold on just a second. Yeah, if I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? Heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. She's very pink. I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? Guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, why did you... You should have just said nothing and kept the bloody note to yourself. Something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. See, all I'm doing is helping him remember the goddamn note. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo. Maya, written in blood. Lab tests showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. See, this is a terrible idea. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I'm really embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Shit. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab tests showed that the blood was the victim's. But death was instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This is one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Exactly. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? That doesn't make sense. Second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. What? Excuse me. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. Why don't I have this evidence? Excuse me. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. This guy, dude. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? None of these things. I don't want to say any of these things. I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? That's right, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood, the court accepts the evidence. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. This isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. See, this'll be good. Let the witness, Miss April, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Why has she got her arms up like that? Witness, your name, please. April May. At your service. Jesus. God damn it. Order, an introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. God, this is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5 when the murder occurred? Ah, gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. This hotel is directly across from Fate and Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away, which you couldn't have seen from your vantage point. That girl, she caught up to her, and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy-witsy. Wink. Well, Your Honour, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honour? Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross? Exactly. I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Don't you excuse me? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. How dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Of course I will. Yes. I'll gladly proceed with cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Shouldn't have cross-examined the goddamn cop. Okay. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. How did you see that? The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey. Uh-huh. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty. If that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. Hang on. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honour. What? God damn it. But the girl, she caught up to her. No, I want to go back. Fuck's sake. And she hit her. That's it. Nothing really jumps out as contradiction. There's got to be something in there. Maybe I better just press on the facts a bit. It's like 9 AM. I looked out the window. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely, you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Ooh. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. Really don't think it should be allowed. Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Looked out the window. What did you see next? Then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman dodged to one side and ran away. Oh no, that statement contradicts this evidence. Ugh. Okay. The woman like dodged to one side and ran away. That girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. That's it? "9 o'clock. Okay. So what about this? Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. What? It does? For God's sake! I'm running out of objections here. Looked out the window. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Oh, this is going too far. You're lying. Telling the truth, did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Testimony is bogus. Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. Yes, we do. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What did you say to that, Miss May? Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. Sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good guy, I promise. Oh, God. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Okay. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statuary clock. The thinker. How do you know it's a clock? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross. Okay. I did see everything. I did. So you saw me then, too? Of course. I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere. The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Oh, bad girl. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Very well. Continue. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Is that right, as in your right? As you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Oh God. Right, it was my right hand, right? Certified Mr. Wright, please continue. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. What happened then? And she hit her with a weapon. I saw it, I did. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock. That kind of statuary clock. The thinker, I think. How do you know it's a clock? Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Naughty Boy? Oh my god. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Oop. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. No, no. No, no. Defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. No, no. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. No, I won't. Excuse me? No. But questions are all I have, Your Honour. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. What? If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh, what? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... Because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The offices of Fay & Co, where the murder took place. It's very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No! The guts were taken out of it! No, Your Honour. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have rung. Exactly. Your Honour, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honour? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It's as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Twitch, twitch. I love it. The twitchy eye. Fat. Well, Miss May. Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty, somehow. He knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true, but there's a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. Well, and that is exactly what happened, Your Honour. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho, impossible, of course. Except we've got the tape recording. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... right here. It doesn't actually say when it was removed. I had to take the clockwork out. I put some papers inside it. I mean, there is this. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Woohoo, you have a girly phone. This isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. You're not entitled to it, buddy. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Good detective, remember he's up for evaluation soon. I've got to say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working, that's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Your Honour, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May? Would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Of course. Where'd you see it? Witness claimed she had seen it before. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Let's see it. That will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. I don't have anything that says she hadn't seen the clock before. I mean, I've got the wiretap though. Here's undeniable proof. Please, this is a court case, not some surrealist performance art piece. I've not seen the clock before. Oh, because it was made by Larry Butts. It's simple, the clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Ooh. What's she doing, a Super Saiyan? Oh, she mad now. What's it to you, porcupine head? Stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Jeez. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you'd heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is an interesting turn of events. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. That's where the wiretap comes into it. Have a look at this. Ah, oof. That. Aha. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May? You were tapping the victim, Miss May's phone, were you not? Your Honour, this is relevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping a phone? Yes. Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Yeah, it's on the recording. Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... it's this. Present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation. It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Objection. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. La la la. What is she doing? Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Now she's crying. That did it. Court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why'd you tap the phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defence's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha, I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, were you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. Think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. But then she didn't... What? So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime, with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. Oh, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Yeah, like, she's reliant on the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. Object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. What? Condition? Miss April's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you'll recognise that Miss May was not the killer, thus she's innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fay. What? That's rubbish! Because we don't know that this one was the murderer. Oh, bugger. That's a bit rough. Okay. Folks, I think this is where we should actually save for today, on a bit of a cliffhanger, because I've got to go to work and have some breakfast. So, folks, this has actually been kind of fun. I'll see you next time. Ciao.